I will explain one thing to you that you need to know about the chronic and how it works to protect itself. Because that's all it's doing. It's not protecting you, it's protecting itself. And its survival is the only thing that's interested in. Not the survival of the body, not the survival or completion of the being's life. Here, I'll explain. The way specifically that the chronic defends itself against the beta block is to characterize the beta block as ineffective. If it can convince itself, or convince you, actually, that the beta block is ineffective, you'll stop using it on the chronic. Then the chronic is safe. So, it's called the process of justification. And here's the way the chronic works the gimmick, or the gaffe, or the con, swindle. The first time you use a beta block, you're going to have some good results. The second time, there's going to be some good results. The third time, there will still be good results. It's the fourth time you have to watch out for. Because the fourth time, you cannot catch the chronic off guard. It's now on guard fully. 3 times tells it, uh-oh, something's attacking me. How do I get it to stop? The best way to get it to stop is to convince the attacker, which is you using the beta block, that the beta block is ineffective. It's not working. Now I'll give you a very specific playground example, several playground examples, that you learn. You know this to be true. There's the mad tickler. Every young class in elementary school has somebody who just loves to tickle other people. Now if they tickle you, and you go completely ape, and cackle, and laugh, and giggle, and just carry on, and cower away, they'll keep tickling you, because it's fun to watch you squirm. The way you can convince them it's not worth it is by doing the here. Go ahead, tickle me. My armpits, go ahead and try. Tickle me. Oh, really? I don't react. There was a kid in downtown community school who was a big bully. The only way to get this guy to stop bullying you, stop pushing you around, was to pretend that it wasn't working. Yeah, it might have been working, but to pretend that it was not working. Because then he gave up. And in combat, there are a number of combat rules of engagement where you convince your enemy that whatever it is they're doing isn't succeeding, and they give up. And even if it is succeeding. See? So the chronic will try to convince you that the attack, the beta block attack, is not working. All you need to do is go back to your journal and note that it did work until the 4th time. You know the 4th time is when the chronic will kick in and start to defend itself. So, at that 4th time, you can just watch and see. You go back over your journal and say, well, wait a minute, it was working, it was working, it was working. So how come suddenly it isn't? It isn't that it's not working. It's that the chronic is telling you that it isn't. The chronic is saying, yeah, it's not working, it's not working. It's hurting like hell. It's hurting, it's scared. but it's telling you it's not working. See, you can't touch me, you can't touch me, can't touch this. That's what it's doing. So if it can convince you that it is not being affected by this, by the beta block, that is to say, then you'll give up using the beta block and it will be safe. That is what you're up against. I've told you many times before, I'll tell you again. The beta mind, the beta brain, is a tricky little devil. Do 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 do.